The following is a TVR Cribs special presentation.
Hey guys, Tails here, and I'm back with an all-new episode of TVR Cribs. I'm here at the Wolveeps Mansion, and we are going to be exploring this mansion today. I had the privilege of having the man himself give me a tour of his very mansion, and I'm going to give you guys that exact same experience right now. This is an all-exclusive here on Vrchat, so let's knock on the door and begin the tour. Wolveeps, just let me in. I just want to be your #1 fangirl, please. This is awkward. He's not answering. Don't worry, everybody. Technical difficulties. Please just give me a minute, and I'll be back with you guys inside the mansion. Okay. Should be all good to try this route. Alright guys, I've officially made it inside the mansion. Wolveeps let me in personally, and sadly he had to go off and do video editing things, so I have full run of his crib. So what do you say we explore and I will show you around. Okay, quick thing to note too, it's not just the size of your mansion that matters, it's the amount of bathrooms that are inside your mansion in Vrchat. If you want to flex the ultimate flex on your fellow content creators, you have to have first, the biggest mansion, and two, the most amount of bathrooms. Just keep that in mind as we're going on. Some might think, Wolfie might be compensating, but I'm not here to judge, okay? That is just a common knowledge in Vrchat, so keep that in mind. Okay, on to our first official room. This is the TV room. As you can see, they have the ultra expensive setup here. Only the finest for our content creators in their mansion worlds. This TV was worth about 5,000 USD. It's pretty big. The screen, it's clearly some kind of OLED. I'm not a TV expert, but this is some quality television here, and we need to keep that in mind. That lamp up there that's behind me, that lamp is worth 10k alone. This table has been crafted by only the finest craftsmen up in the Alps. They crafted this table, handcrafted it themselves. Definitely not from IKEA. I can see all the detail inside the wood grain. If you look really closely and just really take it in, also like that smell, it's got that high quality smell, not that cheap wood smell. That's high quality wood right there. And of course, every staple mansion needs to have their artwork. Now, normal people would place the artwork so the person inside the picture was standing upright, but that is a faux pas. That is just not what we do. If you are in the upper class, you need to make sure you display all images on the side. This is what we call modern art to the heathens who are not aware. I wouldn't be surprised if this man had so much culture there was a banana stuck on a wall somewhere, because this is just blowing me away right now. Like, the quality right here, 10 out of 10. Easily, this work of art is worth in the 15,000 range too. Just beautiful. And here we are inside the library, and I just have to say, I am very impressed by just the sheer amount of books on display here. Because let's face it, reading is a lost art, and it is very hard to find a man of culture who is just willing to read and be completely a man of culture. Reading stuff like Moby Dick and Harry Potter and Charles Dickens. Yes, see, we are losing our culture, and this man is definitely preserving that. Can we cut? Can we just take it out? It's fine. The shot's fine. I'm not doing it again. And just a few steps away, we have this very lovely and lavish extension area with a whole kitchenette, and behind me is a whole like dining area where you can entertain guests and apparently yell at people and solicitors when they're knocking on your door at the lobby. Or, you know, you could just sit in that big chair and say, "Release the hounds." That's personally what I would do, but, you know, I don't really know why there's a dining table right in the doorway. Everyone can watch you eat that walks up to the door, but this isn't my house. I'm not rich. What do I know? And here we have a very rare and exotic plant. I'm sure I'm not a herbologist, but I'm guessing that this is an extremely rare. Oh, it's plastic. Awkward. Okay. Moving on. All right. Let's take a look at what our chef has been baking. Now, this is a rich people cake because it's not just a PNG. It is actually a 3D model with a slightly PNG texture to it, but it's still quality. And it's not even like a JPEG. This is like full-on expensive PNG. And as you can see, they also like to drink only the finest of wines. This wine is called... Yes. Only the finest for our connoisseur Wolvie. He drinks, also known as SHC. I'm not cultured. I can't pronounce that. This wine is imported from France, and it comes carried over the ocean by seagulls that are personally handpicked by Wolveeps himself. He only picks the finest seagulls to transport his wine across the Atlantic and into wherever the hell this place is. I mean, these are some pretty top-notch seagulls. They can pretty much fly anywhere. It's a service, and only the finest can afford seagulls to deliver their wine fresh from France. Imported, I'm guessing, within the last couple of days. So, you know, quality, quality, quality. Now, this to people without billion-dollar mansions in Vrchat is just a donut on a chopping board and is a complete sin upon life. I don't know why you would put a donut on a chopping board, but this isn't the only room. They also do this in another room, so I'm suspecting that this is, again, another cultural thing that I'm not aware of. Maybe they do this in some other culture. I am just uncultured, and I do not understand the symbolism, the absolute symbolism of placing a donut on a chopping board. It could mean so many things. It could be a whole feng shui thing, you know. I have small brain. I cannot comprehend the meaning behind this. And I think the box just symbolizes the emptiness of the world around us and how we're all really feeling inside as we walk through this virtual world and the chopping board of life that just keeps coming at us. And we are just that sweet donut in the middle. And we're just trying to make it through our life without someone coming along, placing us on a chopping board, cutting us up, and leaving us with an empty box of nothingness on the side, and some milk. I mean, you gotta have milk with your donut, right? That is... I just took a shot in the dark. It could mean anything, okay? Just, you know, I'm a heathen, small brain. This is just my interpretation of why there's a donut on the chopping board. Don't really know any other reason why. Now over here we have a very nice miniature model of one of Wolveeps' world. Unfortunately, I again have tiny brain and I completely forgot what it was called, but here we go. A nice little sculpture here, a little homemade project, if you will, nicely displayed on this cabinet, which is probably worth, I want to say, at a professional level, $35,000 for half of this alone. Again, it looks like quality wood. Smells like quality wood. I have to say that this is definitely imported by the finest moose from up in the Alps, where they cut down this lovely tree, and the moose bring it down from the mountains, and the craftsmen just have at it, and then the moose just deliver it here. They bring it all the way from the Alps. They board a boat. They don't run across the ocean, because that would just be stupid. No, they board a boat and they drag this little table with them, being careful not to damage it. And of course, much like the seagulls, hand deliver it to Wolveeps' door, because only the finest for this man. In case you're wondering, yes, the plant is plastic. Heathen. Now behind me, we have a very important thing. This is the very first bathroom on our tour. Now, unfortunately, I would walk in there and show you, but it is not properly lit. The light bulb appears to be broken, so I'm gonna have to notify the staff of that so that they can get that fixed. Moving a few paces down the hallway past another plastic plant, we have this door. Now, this is a design choice, is all I can really say, because if we pass through it, you'll find that we are in this hallway. But if you notice over here, if I just turn the camera, there's that same plastic plant I just pointed out to you, and a whole walkway. So, you know, if ever I feel like the door is there for peasants, and only the most sophisticated can walk through the large archway. So if ever you find yourself inside this mansion, keep that in mind. You're peasants, you need to go through the servants' quarters door, not through the main entrance. That is for the important people. Also behind me is a very nice Ming vase array of vases, sure. Here behind me, yes, very, very ornate. As you can see, they are completely white, as they represent the purity that lies within us all, and I think that is just beautiful. Getting a bit emotional, actually. I think we should just get away from that. Behind me, you can see this man has 4 ovens. Behind me, you can see that this man has 4 ovens. Now, I know what you're thinking. Why does one man need 4 ovens? Well, it's for when you got a party and you need that pizza to keep on flowing, you know? Wolveeps is never gonna run out of pizza. This man has got pizza on deck, 4 ovens. If this man runs out of pizza, then his party is just a failure at this point. Because really, that's the only reason I could think that you need 4 ovens. I don't believe Wolveeps is a gourmet chef. I haven't personally tried his cooking. I don't know. He could be the best chef, but I don't really know why you need 4 ovens. I mean, there's different kind of ovens, and just by looking at these, I can tell that they clearly have a value of like $35,000 a piece. So these are not cheap ovens. Like, these are actually quality ovens, and hey, if you can rock 4 ovens, then who am I to judge? And of course, here's your donut on a cutting board I mentioned earlier. It is finely displayed in this kitchen also, so clearly there's something I'm missing. Again, I made my interpretation. Feel free to make yours in the comments. And behind me, we have another TV room. Again, we're still in what would be considered the guest area, so of course, another movie room, because why not? I believe that this TV is the same size as the other one. I'm sorry, but I forgot. But hey, a whole different area, and of course the same expensive table as before, but it's not exactly the same because it's custom. It is merely feeling the same, but if you really look at it and really just get into the design, you'll notice that there's very slight differences that make it a really unique and expensive piece. This one could even be worth more than the last one. This couch, I don't really have anything else to say about it. It's a couch. It's probably worth like $10,000. Just look at the pillows. Those are some white pillows. That's how you know this couch is well preserved and only saved for the finest occasion, because nobody gets white pillows and keeps them this white. Okay, so there's nothing in that general direction. It's just the garage and another way to the outside if we felt the need to not use the front door. Just kind of moving it along here, as you can see, we have yet another bathroom. This is, I believe, the second bathroom on our tour. I remember there being more bathrooms in this, but I am hitting every room. I believe most of the bathrooms were upstairs. So we're going to find those. Or, you know, this mansion is just so big. I don't even know where I am anymore. What year is it? Who am I? There's a toilet. And there's a shower. And then there's 2 sinks. I mean, what more is there to say? That lamp, I would have to say, is worth a good $1 million by itself. And if we run along here, we have ourselves the nice guest bedroom with an OLED television, because only the finest for Wolveeps' guests. There's not really a whole lot to say. It's a guest room. I mean, I doubt that this cabinet is worth as much because it's a guest room. You only want to flex so much when you're rich. You don't want your guests to just be here and break everything, so that would be my take on that. On the hallway real quick into what appears to be the gamer room with another fancy widescreen television, OLED, 1250K, just beyond all my comprehension. We have our little gamer setup here. It's a little, you know, it's simplistic, very, very white, very chic, very hip now, whatever you want to call it. Over here we have a nice king size bed for all your sleeping needs. Let's just call it that. Okay. We're done here. Oh, no, we're not. Another bathroom. There we go. I think this is bathroom numero 3. So we are making good progress on the bathroom showcase. There's no bathtub in here, but there is a shower, a very fancy toilet, and of course one of those very, very expensive lamps I mentioned earlier. Alright, we've been here. Nope. This is another bathroom complete with bathtub and bathroom number 4. I don't know what you wanted to say. It's a bathroom. We got that nice king size bed again. And turn the camera around a little bit. We have a bathtub in this room for, you know, this is why it's the cuddling friendly room. I have been told that once the conversion starts and he can start investing more into this room, that's what this room is going to be for, you know, those who wish to make the most of it. Now, behind this very lovely 20K light fixture behind me, there is some amazing artwork, but I'm too lazy to move my camera to showcase it. So just know that it's there, and it is very, very fancy. Now, if we reverse, we have toilet paper and a toilet and another bathroom. Again, I think this is a bathroom counter of number 5. Now there's a tub and a shower, so yeah, do with that what you will. Now this here is a $1 million light fixture, and it is just the whole centerpiece of the very cultured library area I was showcasing earlier. And now that we're up here, we can see this amazing light fixture in all its glory, and it is very, very fine work. Now this has been imported from Venice, Italy. The way Wolveeps got this here is he got, you know, those little boats that kind of go through Venice and they're just singing songs, rowing couples around? Well, he had this bad boy placed on one of those and rowed all the way from Venice to wherever the hell this is, and it was imported here through the finest method. And of course, it was escorted by seagulls. The seagulls did lead him here, and he was being passed by the moose as he rode his way. Now, he actually, if I remember correctly, the moose were also on this little boat, and they were just cruising along the ocean to deliver all this fine craftsmanship. I have to say, it's an amazing feat and well worth all the money. Moving on to our last room, which is the master bedroom, another very plain gaming setup. You can do better. A giant television which doesn't appear to be functioning right now. the king-size bed. What really puts this together and really makes it homey is this giant walkout here, and we have this whole hangout area. A giant, what used to be a plant in here, but I believe it's going to be converted into a fireplace eventually, and it will make a nice little hangout for everybody. You can see it's a work in progress. There's a bunch of stuff here that is going to eventually be removed, but for now it's here, and of course through here is the bathroom. What was that? 6 or 7? I lost count. I don't know anymore. I can't commit Sudoku. Stop trying to make me use stairs, Wolveeps. God damn. Now here we have a giant Olympic-sized swimming pool for when Wolveeps wants to get up in the morning and get his cardio in, get his exercise in, make sure he's awake and healthy for the day, and you know, just ready to go, ready to greet the day, and I respect that. Of course, it's also here for that chill little moonlit swim in the evening, and definitely a very expensive and very fine pool. And over here, next to the pool, we have, of course, a nice little pool house. Another flex television. Nice, nice. I respect it. Over here is a little hangout area next to plenty of plastic trees. A giant sparkly gold 22 in the yard for you guys to admire, by the way. That 22 solid gold, I can't even put a price on that. That is just beyond my budget, I can tell you that much. But you know, it's there for who knows how long, because you're not just gonna leave 2 gold bars out like that. There's flexing, and then there's just asking to get robbed. And of course, we're in the game room. We have this cute little fox. I assume that is a unique breed. Again, I am not cultured. This is some kind of purebred animal that I am not familiar with, but I'm sure they do. I'm just thankful it's not trying to like gnaw on my leg right now. I mean, I call that a victory. So we'll call him Paul. And of course, over here we have Shadow, the edgy one, who is thankfully sleeping, so he's not going to gnaw my leg off. The final thing I have to show off is this pool table. You play pool on it. What more do you want from me? Now you're probably wondering why I have not showcased a mirror throughout this whole entire mansion. Now that is because the mirrors in this mansion are made with high-tech nanotechnology that is built to detect the paw. And if I was to turn on one of these high-tech mirrors, I would instantly start lagging. So I'm not going to attempt to touch those, but I have heard accommodations are coming for his guests. But for now, I cannot showcase the amazing, fantastic, high-tech mirrors in this house because they are just too much for me to handle. Okay, everybody, if you enjoyed this week's episode of TVR Vids, then be sure to tune in next week. And if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe to come back to my future content, and we'll have
I've been telling you when you come here.
Oh shit. Oh god, he's gonna hate me so much. Okay. This was a mistake for you, Wolveeps. Oh god, I have to point that out. That has to be a thing. Reading stuff like Moby Dick and Harry Potter and no, I was about to say Steve Irwin, but he's on television. No. Oh no, there's a wall here. Let me in. Curse you, well-made maps. Should be good here. Okay, this should be good right here. Just, yup. My butt just stays out there. That's fantastic. Made for the finest occasion because nobody gets white pillows and keeps them this white unless they're using Charmin. That's a toilet paper. I was just trying to pull something out my brain and I get Charmin. Yes. Charmin. Now this has been imported from Venice, Italy.